Hi, this is Dilip Jacob. Glad to be part of the series. There was a question raised about leadership, and it was asking, how do I know if I'm a good or a bad leader? But let me try to answer one or two things that probably could address your query. First of all, I want to bring this point. As leaders, we have great influence. As leaders, we have ability to change and transform lives. And if you are a good leader, you are able to lead people and organization to progressive growth. And if you fall to the other side and you're performing as a bad leader, you could stagnate stagnate growth. You could destabilize teams. Now, let me touch upon one point that differentiates good leaders and bad leaders. And as I said, there are many things to consider when you're trying to identify whether you are a good or bad leader. But this one point would I believe would address this query at least to a good extent, because you are getting to know from other people as well. So what is that? So one of the important aspects of a good leadership is that you should know to give and receive feedback. And let me tell you, you're not going to get that unless you create an environment of safety and trust around you. And it's so important that as leaders, we are able, or as growing leaders, we are able to create an environment of safety and trust where people can walk up to us and talk to us and give feedback or put forward their thought process about something. And if that not be the environment, if that's not the environment around us, people will find it difficult to come and give us feedback and also receive feedback from us. So that's one important thing. So let me tell you, how do you go about getting feedback? Because the way you ask for it is also important. And if you were to go and ask your reportees or your followers, or people who are peers, hey, am I a good or bad leader? You will get very generic answers. You're not going to get insights. So how do you go about it? My recommendation is to identify areas of leadership that you want to get feedback on. You could go and ask questions like, can you tell me how good a communicator I am? Can you tell me, how do I convey the idea, or how do I convey the objectives of the team? Can you help me, give me some input and feedback on how good am I with the team? Am I a good team player? Am I able to motivate the team? You could ask am I able to give you some life lessons, teach you as a mentor? So these are some of the areas that you could ask, for feedback in leadership. You could ask, how am I at delegating tasks? How am I at follow-ups? How am I at inspiring people? So there are various areas of leadership that you could ask for feedback, and that's one of the ways you identify your leadership strengths and weaknesses. Now, one of the things about good leaders good leaders don't step in every time and try to micromanage things. They know when to step in, they know when to step back, and help people grow. Good leaders lead not because of position. They're challenged by something more than positions. They are challenged by causes. Now, what I mean by cost need not be social costs or something that the leader is passionate about, or something that the leader wants to give to the organization, and he feels that the organization stands for something, or my team stands for something, and or driving this to success means something to me and the team. So that's important for a leader. So good leaders are not motivated by or lead purely for position's sake or promotion's sake. Another one quality of leaders are you think out of the box, and you do break rules, and it's because you want progressive growth. You want to change things. You want to evolve it to a better state, and therefore you work towards changing the rules. That's because you feel now the old rule doesn't work, and we need something new. And you're always looking for what is that that would improve things. And then another thing about good leaders is you know your team. You know the people on your team, and you know their strengths, you know some of their weaknesses, maybe not all, but you know them, so that you are able to allocate the right jobs and the tasks for them. And also, you knowing their weakness and strengths, you're also working towards building them up. That's a great quality of a leader. Another one is good leaders give credit to their team members. Good leaders are able to tell that before people and recognize the team or the followers for some of the good achievements they have made. So those are a few more pointers on good leaders, and I touched upon good leadership aspects, and because if you're not doing some of these things, you're falling into the category of performing as a bad leader. And let's all aim to be good leaders. Thank you.